here we are again. Sorry, the camera cut out on me while I was on the little hose strip line irrigation, and I guess you got the idea for that. Like I was saying, we kind of lose a little bit of water into the air from evaporation and all, and also if the wind's blowing, you can't always get the bed that you want to get wet, and it'll end up getting a lot further than maybe you really want to get the water to. So that's one downside of that, but it is nice if you're trying to just generally midsummer get a good swath of the garden with water, and it's nice because it kind of sprays onto the leaves and it can cool the plants down. So we definitely use that pretty religiously during the midsummer. And we're going to go back here and turn on the water again. I changed the line while we were cut off, and so this time I'm going to show you the tripod sprinkler. Just kind of your general yard sprinkler, just mounted onto a tripod so it can get a wider area, pretty good radius, and we can in here. So we can get pretty much half of the high tunnel entirely with this, but you can see it's hitting the sides. So we use it a little bit in here, but not much, mostly out in the garden. But it has the same sort of downside to it that the little strip tape irrigation has to it, and that's it's susceptible to the wind and evaporation, and you can't really, if you're going to water if you want to water the entire garden, then it's pretty efficient. You can get all the way around, but if it can be wasteful, especially if you don't have a well and you don't have to pay for water, or if you do have to pay for water, it's kind of a pain. But we've been lucky enough to have a well here, so it's not so bad. We're not paying for it, at least. But it is nice because you can move it a few times and hit the whole garden, just a half acre. That's plenty. But yeah, it's what I first started out with as Dinger Gardens, and that was pretty much all I had. Then I added the little green strip hose, and then this year we've now moved on to the drip irrigation. So we keep taking steps up, but there's downsides to the drip irrigation as well. The lines can be pushed around, or if you want to actually take the hoe in here, you have to move these lines. If you want to do weeding, or if you want to take a rototiller in here, you have to move them all. If you want to work up the beds, you got to move them. So that can be, it doesn't take very much time, but that's a downside. So there's good things and bad things about each type of irrigation, but when you got all three, you got a little bit of variety and you got some options. So that's pretty much what we do in the garden. And I was thinking maybe we would take just a quick tour of the garden and see what it's looking like. One thing I didn't actually cover was hand watering, which is kind of the the most painful way of doing it, the most time consuming. And we do have one of those little hand sprinklers, hand wands, and that that's kind of nice for watering in plants and stuff. But I just wanted to show you all the produce in the garden, the beds that we've planted, new stuff, cover crop. That's cover crop down here. Eggplant still going, and leeks. We got our winter squash growing like mad. All kinds of stuff going on in here. Still got our tomatoes still going, not real strong, but going okay. A little bit of manure spread on here. Here is where we put the compost, and man, it looks gorgeous. And these turnips, they're coming up. Turnips and radishes, doing very well. with all these rains we've gotten, haven't had to do much irrigating, and it's turned everything green. Everything's growing like crazy. Things are bouncing back from the summer drought, and you can see we're looking pretty good here. So just to give you a little bit of a view of how things are going, and I guess I'll post, or have Amy post on the Our Harvest newsletter some pictures of our irrigation at Bar Farm, which is a little bit different, and it's a really amazing irrigation system. So I also like that kind of a system too. So anyways, I guess that pretty much concludes the irrigation video, and you know, maybe the next one will be composting, my favorite. So be looking out for that, and well, hopefully we'll see you around. Thanks.